Jai Shiva. Let's talk about Manonasha. Manonasha is a very practical, easy to understand term that was given to Nirvikalpa Samadhi. To Samadhi. So a lot of people think that Manonasha is an event. Means it just happens quickly. And once it happens, it ends very quickly. It's an event. But because you call it just Manonasha, you fail to understand the process in its entirety. Manonasha means killing the mind. For you, mind are just thoughts. A bundle of thoughts. So then you think, okay, my bundle of thoughts is gone and that is what Manonasha is. No, sorry, wrong. Again, when you translate something into English, killing the mind is a very, it doesn't give you a full picture. It's not a correct translation of what we are talking about here when we say Manonasha. Mano means Chitta. And everything that Chitta has inside, what is it that Chitta has? Sanskaras, Chitta Vrittis, and then Vasanas. And to hold all three of these, there is a ground of ignorance. The ground which holds all these three things is made up of ignorance, avidya, ajnana. So how can Manonasha be an event? It's not. It's a process. It's a process of dissolving. And if a person has reached the stage where Manonasha starts, where Samadhi starts, if he has reached that stage, then it is going to take some time, few months, few years. For very few people it was a few hours. For me it was a process of 8 months. For a lot of other people it was a process of few years before that it completed. What are you doing? What is happening in that stage? Sanskaras are being burned. Sanskaras for what? What kind of sanskaras are being burned? Sanskaras which can give you another birth, which can give you another body, which keeps you in this cycle, in this roller coaster, on this hamster wheel of sansara, to have a body and then go through some bhoga and then die and then take another body and then do some bhoga and then die. So this cycle of rebirth, taking body and again and again, again and again. Those kind of sanskaras are being burnt. Those kind of chitta vrittis which are responsible for giving you another birth are being burned. And it is not such a simple, easy, straightforward or, a dam, cut the throat of the sanskara, or like how you would cut up something else or chop your vegetable, crack one shot killing. No, this Manonasha, killing of your mind, is not a one-shot thing. It's a process that happens over the long period of time. And that is what is also called as Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Nirvikalpa Samadhi stays for a long time. And what happens? The more and more the sanskaras of any lifetime and every lifetime, when they are burnt, only then you reach the stage of end of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, which is called as Dharma Megha Samadhi. It is also called as Moksha, Nirvana. And this journey in between is also a journey. When from the self we have to become no self, nobody. It's a journey of becoming nobody. After that, once this has happened successfully, when Manonasha has happened successfully, no thought arises on its own. Sansara never comes to existence at all, because the very you, the very Atma that you are, has permanently been absorbed by the Supreme Self, by Divine, by God, by Paramatma. That merger, that union has happened. Yoga, the completion of yoga has been attained. Completion of yoga has happened. If somebody says yoga, is it an event? No. Is this union an event? No, this union is a process of lifetimes after lifetimes. Can anybody walk their spiritual journey in such a small human lifetime, one human lifetime? No, they cannot. Nobody can walk it. Over the period of time, you keep on progressing, keep on progressing. However much ignorance you have dispelled, however much killing of mind you have done, it is carried over in the next lifetime, then in next lifetime, and then in next lifetime. Then after few lifetimes you realize, God heck, when you are self-realized, you realize that if not for self-realization, then there was actually no other purpose of me taking a body at all. Taking a rebirth, going through the rebirth, there was no other purpose of rebirth than being self-realized. So I call enlightenment as the beginning, as the start of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. When you go through Atma Sakshatkara, when you have Atma Bodh, when you from all the things that you thought you were, when you become just an Atma. That's the start of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. That's the start of Manonasha. Because yes, to attain even this, all chittavrittis should have been gone. Chittavrittis which are responsible for giving you another birth, which puts you in bandhana, opposite of moksha, opposite of mukti. So things that binds you. When you have burnt all those chittavrittis, when you have burnt all those, removed all those vasanas, then you reach a stage of Atma Bodh, when you become Atma, where you have that oneness experience, that you are one with everything that is. But from that point on, your journey towards nobody, non-existence, no existence at all. From that point on, that journey starts. There is no prescribed teaching for an Atma about how to progress that journey. Why? Patanjali wrote it very clearly that the jnana of yoga comes through yoga. The wisdom about yoga comes from yoga itself. The more it happens to you, the more you walk towards the union, the more you become the knower, the more you become knowledgeable about what needs to happen next, or what you should be doing, or what should be happening to you next. So there's no teaching to an Atma. Atma need not to be taught about how to go and dissolve in Paramatma. From an individual separate existent, and after realizing that it is all one and there is only one, to actually becoming non-existent and saying that only Paramatma exists. reaching that self-realization state, there are no teachings. Teachings can only take you towards the start, the beginning of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. The starting point which we call as Manonasha. But the Nasha, the destruction process, is long enough. Successfully, if they complete that stage of really removing even all the past life sanskaras, which are not even visible. You don't even know about them in this lifetime. But you will become aware about them. And when you are able to successfully parch the seeds of even those sanskaras, then the process of Manonasha completes itself. And then only a person is self-realized. No samsara ever comes to existence ever again. Nothing ever happened again. Nothing ever happened at all. Nobody did anything. I never came into existence in the first place. Ultimate realization of the entire illusion that anybody ever had. So Manonasha, never think that if today your Nirvikalpa Samadhi has started and the process of Manonasha has started, then don't think that by tonight it will be over and I will be considered as self-realized. No. Even if one seed of sanskara is remaining in you, that one seed again will create n number of chittavrittis. Those n number of chittavrittis will create another n number of vasanas. And the entire creation cycle will happen again. So beginning of Nirvikalpa Samadhi is not moksha. End of Nirvikalpa Samadhi or Dharma Megha Samadhi is moksha. The end goal of spiritual journey, the end goal of yoga is not samadhi, is not Nirvikalpa Samadhi or Dharma Megha Samadhi or anything else. It's not Manonasha. Goal is moksha. Till the time you keep on referring to the processes as the end result, you will confuse between the two. Manonasha is a process. What do you achieve as a result? Moksha. So moksha is the goal. Manonasha is the process. Do not confuse between the goal and the process. Nirvikalpa Samadhi is the process. Dharma Megha Samadhi is the end. Final stage of it. Sahaja Samadhi or Sahaja state is the way of coming back, gaining the body consciousness back, and becoming functional to an extent it is needed in the sansara again, just so that the prarabdha, remaining prarabdha can go on. Remaining karma for the allotted lifetime can go on so that for some time you can hold your body to bring wisdom to others, to bring compassion to others, to give, jnana to others. That's the purpose. That's sahaja state. Goal is moksha, not Manonasha. Manonasha is the process through which anybody and everybody will go through. And it's not an event, it's a process. It's a time-consuming process. What is happening during it? Even the invisible seeds of sanskaras from any past lifetime are being burnt during that. At that time, your existence, you do not exist as a separate individual existence, and your existence is beyond time and space. Now you may think that anybody for whom the Nirvikalpa Samadhi starts or when the Manonasha starts, they will eventually go through all the way to Dharmic Samadhi or self-realization. No, that's not necessary. If any sanskara comes to your notice and you start playing with it again, you want to create sansara out of it again, chittavritti, then vasana, and you want to take revenge on the world or do whatever you want to do, you want to deal it with a human way, you don't want to let it go, then you can play with it. Your self-realization process will not be over. And with lot of people reach that Manonasha stage, lot of people reach that stage of Nirvikalpa, from where the Nirvikalpa Samadhi starts. Many people reach that stage. It's just that they are not able to end it in one lifetime. They start playing with it. They start fooling around. They think they became godly, divine. They became something out of it. No, it's not about becoming something. It's about becoming nothing. It's about becoming nobody. It's about becoming non-existent for forever. So hope you understand these processes and events and what is the goal and what is the process for that. Namaste. Jai Shiva.